so let's go over our vocabulary from last week that we learned from our sentences, okay? So let's start off with the pronouns. So we have I and me. So I or me, okay? So you're just taking your finger like this, like if you're doing a number one, and then you're just pointing to yourself, okay? This is the old sign for I. So in a lot of people who learn a more English system of signing will do what's called an initialized one. So it'll start with an I and go this way. So you will see this. So it can be I, but nowadays in general people just sign me or I this way. Yeah. So there is a difference though. So you can do this one, but this is not the one most people use anymore. So like this one. So just point to yourself. Good question. Okay. So I or me. And then you, so I'm looking directly at the person I'm talking to. I'm talking about you, I'm talking about you, and I'm looking directly at that person. So that's the difference between that one and a lot of other different signs. Okay? So we have I, me, and then you, and then we have he, she, it, or him, her. So I'm just going to point to someone. So I can point to her, and I can say her, or I can point to him and say him. I can also point to someone who's not here. Okay? If I'm talking about my good friend and he's standing over, or, and I want to talk about him, but he's not here, then I could just pick a place and say him, okay? Or I could refer to it, I could refer to the dog, and I'm explaining what the dog was doing today, then I can just point and be like, oh, it, okay? And so wherever I set that up for the rest of the conversation, then if I refer to this spot, this is going to be the dog where I'm talking about, this is going to be my friend that I was talking about, okay? So you're just going to pick a place and set up. Now let's say that there's a person here, okay? Let's say I'm talking about her, so I say her. Now let's say she gets up and leaves. I can still go back to the same spot where she was, and you're going to be able to reference that spot with who I'm talking about, okay? So that was he, she, it, him, her. Okay, then we have we or us. So with your dominant hand, you're going to start on that side of your chest, right here, and point to yourself, just to the side, and then you're going to go out, kind of like you're pointing to everybody else, and then go back over to here, okay? So it's kind of like doing an arc this way, okay? So starting here, going back up this way, yeah. So we or us, okay? Then we have they or them. So you're just going to refer to the people that you're talking about. You're just going to point. So if I'm talking about all of you, my whole entire ASL class, them, then I would just start over here and I could refer to all of them. Okay? Let's say I'm just talking about these ladies that are sitting here, then I can be like this and I can just say them. I'm referring just to these people right here. Yeah, when you sign with your right hand, then you're going to point across, you're going to cross your body. So I would start pointing on my left and go to the right. If you're left-handed, then you'll start on your right and go to the left. Yes. So it'll be opposite, just like we talked about. Okay, then we have you. So if I'm referring to all of you, then I could say all of you, or I could also just refer to all of you just sitting right there, or just you guys. Okay? Then we have my or mine. Awesome. Then your or yours. So it's to the person, and I'm making eye contact once again. It's yours. 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 Okay? Then we have his, her, hers, or its. So it's going to be hers. It's his. Okay? We're just going to refer to it that way. And the same thing, if I set it up and I was going to say it's my friend's books, it's his. Or that phone belongs to this dog, it's hers or its. Okay, got it. Okay, coming down, then we have our or ours, just like we had we or us on this side like that going across. Then we have our or ours, just like with a cupped hand like that, going across your body and back around. Yeah, so our or ours.
And that's always left or right?
I'm sorry?
Left or right?
I start on my dominant side, so I'm right-handed, so I start on the right side of my body and then go across to my left.
Okay.
If you're left-handed, then you would start on this side and then go across that way. Good question. Okay, and then we have their or theirs, so just like we had them or them like that, then it would be all of theirs, or it's just theirs. Okay? Then your or yours, plural, same thing, I could say it's all of yours. Or it's just yours. Okay? Then from our vocabulary for our dialogue, we had hello. You guys remember hello? So hello. So it's going to be a straight hand like this one, and just go right here on your forehead, hello. Okay? And then we have what? 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 Okay, and then we have name. So we tap twice. And make sure our names and you pull in your thumbs as well. So me. Yeah? Yes, you put your, so when I sign it and I'm right-handed, then my left hand becomes the base for it, and it's the one that's just stationary, and my right hand moves. So if you're left-handed, then your right hand becomes your base, and then your left hand is the one that moves, the dominant side. Yeah, so name that way, okay? Then we have nice. Like that, as in like nice to meet you. Or you can just say, this is a nice place, or that was a nice gesture. Nice, okay? Then we have meet. Okay, so one of them, I'll turn this way so you guys can see, is this one's going to represent me. So my dominant hand represents me. So you're going to do it with like a number 1 finger, just like that, like you're showing number 1. And then this one's going to go in front of me here. And the other one is turned facing me because that person's walking towards me to meet me. And then they come up to like that, okay? So meet. And they're both kind of going equally. So I don't want to have it way stretched out here or just like super, super close. Just right here at a good distance, meet. Okay, and then we have same or like. Same or like. And it's like with a Y handshake, that's what we're doing. So make sure it's just your thumb and your pinky. Awesome. Okay? Yeah.
So this is why this is same and this is play.
If you do it this way, both hands like that, that would be play. They have a lot of signs that use this handshake. So we'll learn some more of those. Even tonight, there's one more. Okay, and then same as me. Okay, so just how we had same this way, then we're going to do same as me like this. Okay? Okay. Do we have any questions?
Yeah. Question, could you do the Lord again?
Lord, yes. Okay, so for Lord, then I start on, I'm right-handed, so I start on the left side of my body. Okay, you know how like in pictures you'll see like Jesus in a white robe and he has like a sash like that? Okay, so this is the idea that we're going off of for royalty. So it starts here, and I take my thumb of my L and just put it on my shoulder like that, and then I go across down here, like that, Lord. And a lot of times when I sign it, then I've heard rationale from different people for this, but I've also heard just, it's just a common way of doing it that you kind of pick up, is a lot of people put up their hand like this for referring to Lord and do it that way. So when I sign a song, like if you guys have been online, then you'll see when I sign Lord or I sign things like that, then a lot of times I'll put my hand up that way. Okay, so we'll just do Lord that way. Okay, so yeah, so it's gonna be, I'll sign it with my left hand up because I'm right-handed, and I'll start on the left side of my body here, and then go down here. And when you do your L, then it's just like that. So it's your thumb and your pointer finger here like that. Lord. Okay. And then, okay, so just like we had same or like, we talked about, then you'll do same as me, okay? Or if the person's over here, oh, same as me, okay? Or same as you.